Welcome back to the Copycat Lemmings level solving commentary video series, and we do 10 more levels at the taxing rank. First up, taxing 11. Blow the suckers up! Ooh, Essman is angry. Alright, climber, 3 floaters, 20 bombers, 20 blockers, and 1 builder. So we bomb. Yeah, so I guess we just continuously bomb until we, make our way through on the other side here. So, we're just doing exactly as the title says, blowing the suckers up. So after blowing a hole here, then we put a blocker to turn everyone around. Then we're just going to go ahead and build across the gap. Yep, and that's it. Of course, when the bombers were timed, yeah, it's a little harder, but luckily you have blockers to help with the when the bombers go off and everything. Taxing 12, you might as well quit now. Oh no, sir. Not me. I'm one of those very persistent Lemmings players. Okay, 10 of everything except for miners and diggers where you don't have any. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and build. And then block. And then go ahead and bash. Yeah, then we get a floater. Then we're gonna go ahead and build. And then block. And then we're gonna go ahead and release another lemming. Yeah, and then we bash the staircase away, so as to get this guy by himself. Yeah, and then I bash to cancel him so that he doesn't hit his head and turn around. And then he gets a floater. Yeah, so lands on the pixel before falling off. This is just to make a splat from what it appears. Okay, 2 more builders here. Then bash on through. Yeah, and then build across this gap, of course. Alrighty. Path is ready, so now we just need to go ahead and bash this blocker free. Yeah, which I failed a couple of times, so I needed to use a few bashers there. So yeah, that was to make this platform. Although, I guess technically, I could have just simply like build over this gap first and then make this platform. Yeah, to make things a little easier. Oh yes. And then also blew up that blocker up. And yeah, time with 19 seconds to spare. Taxing 13. Just another annoying level. Okay, so only 2 floaters and 25 builders and 2 bashers and 2 diggers. So yeah, make the first 2 lemmings floaters, and then the first one will build to the left, and then the next floater will dig on the right side to get underneath, and then we're gonna go ahead and bash through. Yeah, in the meantime, we're just gonna keep zigzagging our way up until the fall is safe. Yeah, now keep in mind that in cheapo the fall distance is greatly increased. So therefore, yeah, at the spot where they won't spy anymore in cheapo, yeah, and normal neo lemmings, you have to like keep on building up. Yeah, a little bit further. Okay, so here I canceled the basher mid-stroke. Yeah, with a builder. I think like maybe 1 more staircase to the right would do here. Yeah, it's got to be 1 more staircase to the right because yeah, we can only lose 3 more here. And there you have it. So yeah, here they don't spy anymore, but if this was normal neo lemmings, without the cheapo gimmick, then yeah, you have to probably like maybe build one more staircase, yeah, to the left in order to stop the spotting. So therefore, the save requirement will have to be adjusted here. Okay, then we're going to go ahead and dig on the right edge here. Yeah, to release the crowd. Yeah, in the meantime, we keep zigzagging our way up on the right side. So yeah, and then we max out the release rate. But since the crowd is free now, we technically could have just canceled the digger already with a builder. But no, he gets canceled by himself. Yeah. Then we're just gonna keep zigzagging our way up. We're almost to the exit. Yep, and all in a 3.5 minute time level. Taxing 14, fairly simple if you're good. Yeah, well, I thought I was one of those people that was really good at the game, but no. Once I got into custom levels, then I realized, yeah, I'm not as good as I thought I was. But apparently I'm still up there, you know, as one of the great level-solving players, yeah, the Lemmings community. Okay, what am I doing here? So yeah, it seems to bomb there in order to make a turnaround point. Okay, and then here to contain the lemmings while sending one on ahead here. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and build. And yeah, this is safe. Yeah, when cheapo mode is concerned here. Yeah, and then we're gonna go ahead and build across this large gap. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 builders. Okay, and then bomb here to reach the exit. Okay, and then yeah, we're gonna go ahead and release the crowd now. And that's already it. I don't know if one would be able to shortcut the way through. I think I kind of remember that it is possible, but maybe it wasn't though. Yeah, and that it is actually spot height. But anyway, yeah, can be challenging though, but it's not too bad. Taxing 15 for the group. Okay, 4 builders, 1 basher, 2 miners, and 1 digger. So yes, 4 entrances and then 4 lemmings only, so 1 from each entrance. Okay, gotta go ahead and bash to get under the rope trap here, and then build across this gap, of course. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and mine, and then dig here with this lemming. Okay, and then stop the miner with a builder. And yeah, the one that bashed under the rope trap will just go to the exit. Okay, and then we're gonna go ahead and build one more time, yeah, to reach the other side. And then we're gonna go ahead and mine, and then stop the digger with a builder. Yeah, and that's already it. So, not too difficult of a level. So, I think we even managed this under a minute as well. Taxing 16, as long as it works. Okay, 1 climber, 2 floaters, 1 blocker, 1 builder, 2 bashers, 3 miners, and 1 digger. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and block. Okay, bash on through. Okay, dig. And then mine with the one that slipped through. Yeah, where he'll turn around. Alrighty, and then that already makes a path for pretty much everyone. And then the one going to the right, we're gonna go ahead and bash. And then I max out the release rate. Okay, mine to free the blocker, and then after bashing for a while, we're gonna go ahead and mine. And then the 2 lemmings up here will get floaters. Okay, and then finally, build the trapped lemmings out. Though, of course, with better miner placement, the builder's not necessary. So, could have had a climber and a builder to spare. Taxing 17, Jimmy's favorite level. So, again, there's this reference to Jimmy. Okay, a climber, 9 builders, 1 miner, and 2 diggers. So, almost like Dolly Dimple here in a way. But I guess good to know that that's Jimmy's favorite level for Oh No More Lemmings. So after digging here, we're gonna go ahead and build to cancel the digger. Now the crowd is contained while one goes on to the left, who will get a climber. Okay, and then we're gonna go ahead and dig, and then build when there's a pixel floor left, and then mine. Yeah, after a few steps. Yeah, and this is survivable. I think it might be survivable in regular Neo Lemmings as well, but I'm not certain. Okay, and then I released the crowd by building them out. Okay, and then we need to build in order to reach the exit here. Okay, and then finally we're just going to go ahead and build and get the lemmings over the top here. Yep, and there we have it. So 2 builders to spare. So not exactly the Dolly Dimple way of solving where you build over the digger tunnel and everything, but yeah, this was like the first solution that I knew or I found to the level. But that's only because of my brother. So yeah, so technically I got that way of solving Dolly Dimple from him, and then I didn't realize what the actual solution was until like many years later. And I guess it's come to be known as the Dolly Dimple method of, if you want lemmings falling facing in one direction, you build over the digger tunnel, or you build over the spot where you're going to dig, so that lemmings coming from one side would just fall facing in one direction. Taxing 18, quote, "That's a crazy level." So 2 everything except for builders, where we had 10. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and block. Okay, the lemming that falls will float. And then we're gonna go ahead and use another blocker to hold in the crowd. Okay, so I didn't quite build at the right spot, so that only 1 builder is needed to the left. But anyway, we keep zigzagging our way up. And I think we're gonna go ahead and cancel the builder here. No, we don't. So we're gonna go ahead and max out the release rate, and then bomb the blocker on the left. And then finally mine through the staircase, and that's it. Yeah, then we just bomb the remaining blocker. Yeah, or again, like I said, plenty of times, you can just nuke. Taxing 19, don't strain yourself. So, pretty unusual lemming count here, 33. But only needs to save 29. And pretty interesting skill set. Yeah, 4 something, 2 or something, or 1 or something. So, pretty interesting mix. 4 climbers, 2 floaters, 2 bombers, 1 blocker, 2 builders, 4 bashers, 1 miner, and 2 diggers. So set up the first lemming as a climber, and then block with the third lemming. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Yeah, which one you make as pass through, as long as you do it before anyone slips out to the left. And then I send up another climber, and then he gets a floater up here. Okay, dig here. And then we're gonna go ahead and bash. Yeah, after some time. And then the next climber gets a floater, of course. He will turn around in the basher tunnel. Okay, I let him climb the wall. And then, yeah, both builders need to be used for this gap, of course. Okay, we're gonna dig once we reach the top of the wall. Okay, and then we're gonna go ahead and mine once we're low enough with the digger. And then finally we release the crowd by bashing. Yep, and that's already it. Yeah. Took me some time before I bombed the blocker there. And 9 seconds to spare here. And finally, taxiing 20. 70 Lemming brothers. Alrighty, 2 climbers, 3 floaters, 1 bomber, 1 blocker, 3 builders, 2 bashers, 1 miner, and 1 digger. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and build with the first lemming. The next one will slip by, who will get a floater. Okay, the one that floated down here will get a climber. And then this next one also gets a floater. Okay, and then the one that slipped by the builder also gets a floater. And then the builder himself will block. It is the builder, right? Yes. Alrighty, so gonna go ahead and build here. And then dig here. So that we can bash on all the way through. Oh, and yeah, bomb here to make a turnaround point. Okay, and then we're gonna go ahead and build here to make a platform. Okay, and then mine here to release the blocker. Yeah, this is a safe fall for the blocker if cheaper mode is enabled. And then finally bash on through the staircase. Yep, and that's already it. And then the one that made this platform will be a sacrifice. Yeah, he drowns in the water. I think this might be spot height as well. But yeah, again, cheaper mode, so therefore it's safe. It's a safe drop. Alrighty, those were 10 more levels at the taxiing rank. And so next time we will finish up the remaining 10 levels at the rank. With this, hope you enjoyed the Copycat Lemmings level solving commentary video. And I'll see you all next time.